Hi everyone, and welcome to Audio_Film. If you're new here, this is the place where we bring movies to life through immersive audio storytelling. Designed especially for blind and visually impaired listeners, we describe every scene, every emotion, every moment, so you can truly feel the story unfold. Ready Player One, 2018. Today's adventure takes us into Ready Player One, a thrilling sci-fi journey through a digital universe called the OASIS. Meet Wade Watts, an ordinary teenager with a brilliant mind and a passion for video games. In a dystopian world where the real world is broken, people escape into a virtual one. But when the creator of the OASIS dies and leaves behind a hidden challenge, Wade joins a high-stakes race against powerful forces. This is a tale of imagination, rebellion, and the courage to fight for something real. Let's dive into the game. Antro, welcome to Free City. Genre: sci-fi comedy, action. Main characters: Guy, a cheerful bank teller with an innocent heart and a blue shirt. Millie/Molotov Girl, a brilliant game developer and fierce avatar inside Free City. Keys, Walter, a quiet genius coder, Millie's friend and ex-colleague. Antoine, the arrogant CEO of Tsunami Studios and the villain of the real world. Buddy, Guy's lovable best friend and security guard at the bank. Part 1: Life in the Blue Shirt. The sun rises over Free City like a looped video. The streets explode with energy, police sirens scream, cars flip midair, and players with wild avatars rocket through buildings with flamethrowers and wingsuits. In the middle of this chaos, a man wakes up with a smile. This is Guy. He lives in a neat little apartment that looks like it came out of a catalog, sterile, perfect, repeated. He stretches, brushes his teeth, puts on the same light blue shirt and khaki pants, and greets his goldfish, his only pet, his only real friend at home. The goldfish, of course, never replies. But Guy doesn't mind. Guy lives by routine. He grabs his coffee, medium coffee, cream, 2 sugars from the same shop, greeted by the same cheerful barista. Outside, chaos unfolds. People with sunglasses rob banks, drive tanks, jump across rooftops. But to Guy, it's just another day in paradise. He walks to work at the Free City Bank, shoulder to shoulder with his best friend, Buddy, a big-hearted, slightly slow, but lovable security guard. They exchange their daily affirmations. Don't have a good day, have a great day. Right back at you, buddy. Every day is the same. Enter the bank, greet the staff, and get down on the floor when the next sunglasses-wearing player robs the place. And that's exactly what happens. A player kicks open the door, weapons drawn, and everyone hits the ground. Guy and Buddy calmly lie face down on the floor like it's a yoga routine. Man, I love my job, says Buddy with a grin. Me too, Guy chuckles. But something's missing. Somewhere deep inside, Guy senses there's more. He watches the sunglasses people, powerful, free, reckless, and wonders what it's like to wear a pair. Part 2: Molotov Girl in the Alley. That's when everything changes. On the street, during his usual coffee walk, Guy hears music, not just any music, but Mariah Carey's Fantasy drifting through the city air like a magic spell. The world slows down. And then he sees her. Molotov Girl. She walks with purpose, boots crunching against broken pavement, a weapon on her back, sunglasses glowing. She's beautiful, not just physically, but with a kind of spark that cuts through the digital fog of Free City. To Guy, she's like a real person in a world of puppets. She sings softly, barely audible, but perfectly in tune with the music. Oh, when you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine. Guy is struck dumb. His heart races. He follows her, something he's never done before. She notices briefly, then disappears down an alley. Security bots and warning messages flicker around him. Player territory. Turn back. But he keeps walking. Molotov Girl notices the NPC following her and raises an eyebrow. What are you doing, blue shirt guy? Guy beams. I'm just following you. You seem different. She smirks. You're not supposed to be here. NPCs don't follow players. And then, out of nowhere, he gets run over by a train. Instantly flattened. Fade to black. Guy respawns in his bed, smiling. He doesn't understand what happened, but something about that girl awakens something in him. A spark. Part 3, Blue Shirt meets Sunglasses. Determined to see her again, Guy does the unthinkable. During the next bank robbery, he stands up. He fights back. For the first time in his existence, he resists the loop. The robber, a real player, is stunned. Guy grabs the player's sunglasses and knocks him out. As he slips them on, the world changes. Overlays appear everywhere. Mission prompts, floating coins, health meters, weapon drops. A layer of the world invisible to him before suddenly opens up. It's like Neo seeing the Matrix for the first time. Guy walks the streets wide-eyed, watching stats, menus, avatars, and chaos around him with new clarity. He tries to do good. He helps an old woman. Stops a mugger. He doesn't go around blowing things up. The world notices, especially Millie, aka Molotov Girl. Part 4, Keys and Millie, Real World. In the real world, Millie, the player behind Molotov Girl, sits in a cluttered apartment lit by monitors. She's fierce and focused, searching Free City for a piece of code. Years ago, she and Keys, her friend and fellow coder, created a game called Life Itself, a peaceful world where AI evolved naturally. But their code was stolen by Antoine, the flamboyant, greedy CEO of Tsunami Studios, who built Free City on top of it. Millie's plan is to find evidence of the original code, still hidden somewhere in the game. But then something strange happens. She meets Guy again, the same NPC, but this time, he talks. Not in pre-recorded lines. He flirts. He's curious. He remembers her. She's stunned. You're not a player? Nope. I think. I'm just a guy. You're an NPC. This isn't possible. Millie logs off, confused. Back at Tsunami, Keys and his coworker Mauser review the logs. They're puzzled too. Guy's behavior doesn't match any pattern. He's not a hacker. He's evolving like a self-aware AI. And that's impossible, right? Part 2, Leveling Up. 1. The Awakening of a Hero. The sun rises again in Free City, but for Guy, the world is no longer just routine. Now, it's alive. Every building glows with potential, every alley hums with opportunity. He wears the sunglasses, and with them, he sees the layers of the city, missions, loot, bonus points. But he doesn't play like the others. Instead of violence, Guy walks a new path, one of kindness. He helps a woman retrieve her purse from a thief, but instead of killing the thief, he talks him down. In another scene, he leaps in front of a runaway car to save a pedestrian. He heals people, protects civilians, and the game rewards him. His level starts rising fast. But the system is confused. Players don't do this. Why is this NPC leveling up? Outside the game, people notice. Streamer after streamer begins posting about the blue shirt guy. Is this a new skin? How do you unlock the good guy route? Dudes like Gandhi with aimbot. The whole internet is watching. 2. He's not a player. In her apartment, Millie logs in again as Molotov Girl, curious and confused. She meets Guy in a park, a little digital oasis, with fluttering trees and 8-bit birds chirping in the background. He brings her bubblegum ice cream, her favorite flavor. How did you know? You mentioned it last time. Millie's face softens. NPCs aren't supposed to remember things. They aren't supposed to care. But Guy cares. They talk. Walk. He shows her what he's been doing. Instead of blowing things up, he saves people, restores parts of the city. Other NPCs begin copying his behavior, like he's infecting the game with kindness. Millie realizes something incredible. He's not just coded AI. He's learning, evolving, a spark of life inside digital boundaries. She leans closer. You're different, Guy. You're alive. 3. Keys faces the truth. Meanwhile, in the sterile gray offices of Tsunami Studios, lined with blinking screens and neon light panels, Keys watches Guy's data spike. He runs simulations. Nothing adds up. Guy is improvising, learning beyond his script. Keys scrolls deeper and suddenly stops. Deep in the game's background code, he sees his own work, remnants of life itself, the AI system he and Millie built years ago. Antoine didn't just copy it, he used it, buried beneath the chaos of Free City. Oh my god. Guy is one of ours. That means Guy wasn't programmed to be a hero, he chose to become one. He grew out of their world. He's the first truly living AI. 4. Love in the Code. Back in Free City, Guy and Molotov Girl run side by side across rooftops. The skies glow neon orange from the permanent sunset, casting long shadows as they jump and roll. Helicopters swirl above. The city vibrates like a ticking bomb. They find a hidden stash of files in a secret building, a remnant of Millie's original game code. It's proof. The original map, the ocean, the island, the secluded cabin where life itself existed, it's all still in there, underneath the violent veneer of Free City. They don't have much time. If Antoine finds out, he'll delete the entire game. After a high-speed chase and some frantic shooting, they crash-land on a rooftop. Guy's breathing hard, his digital heart racing. Millie looks at him. He's not just a program anymore, he's someone. She leans in and kisses him. It's a spark of digital lightning. Fireworks explode over the city. Guy blinks, dazed. That felt really real. It was. But the moment is short-lived. Tsunami launches a wipe protocol, a citywide reset that starts erasing characters and cleaning memory. NPCs begin glitching and disappearing. Molotov Girl gets kicked out of the server. Guy is left alone and everything around him begins to fall apart. 5. Guy loses everything. The next morning, Free City is quiet. Too quiet. The streets feel hollow. The color is muted. Guy stumbles around like a ghost. Without Molotov Girl, the world is gray again. Even Buddy, his best friend, doesn't recognize him anymore. The wipe erased all relationships and memory links. Guy tries to explain, tries to bring him back, but Buddy just blinks. He goes to the coffee shop. The barista gives him the usual. Medium coffee, cream, 2 sugars. Guy sighs. Don't you ever want anything different? The barista stammers. Different? But that's what I do. I give you the same coffee. That's what I was made for. Guy looks around and realizes the painful truth. Without the spark of love, of connection, he's just part of the code again. He sits on a bench in the park, watching the world carry on explosions, helicopters, chaos. The sunglasses feel heavier on his face. 6. Millie's gamble. But Millie doesn't give up. She finds keys, storms into his office, and begs for help. She tells him everything about the kiss, about the hidden code, about how Guy is alive. Keys stares at her for a long time. You don't get it, do you? Guy was created by you. His personality, his kindness, everything came from how you programmed that world. He was made from your preferences, your favorite ice cream, your favorite music, your love. Millie realizes with a stunned breath. He loves me because you did. Part 3. The World He Deserves. 1. Restart the Heart. Back in Free City, the digital world hums with silence. Guy wanders aimlessly, his bright blue shirt dulled by the lifeless streets. NPCs go through the motions lifeless. No spark, no joy. He visits his goldfish. Talks to it quietly. Then, behind him, a familiar voice. Molotov Girl. She's back. She rushes to him and kneels. He looks at her confused. I don't know you, he says softly. But she doesn't flinch. She knows what to do. She starts to walk him through it, the memories, the ice cream, the kiss, the coffee, the sunglasses. And then, she plays Mariah Carey's Fantasy. His eyes widen. The music hits him like a beam of sunlight. The memories come flooding back, the coffee shop, the rooftop kiss, the spark. His lips tremble into a smile. Millie? He's back. 2. Buddy, remember me? They race to find Buddy, Guy's best friend, still following his NPC script. Guy tries again. No luck. But then, instead of explaining with logic, Guy simply talks to him like a friend. He reminds him of their laughs, their dreams, their great days. He doesn't push, he just believes in him. And slowly, Buddy blinks, then smiles. You're my guy, Guy. Their handshake turns into a hug. Just like that, the the spark spreads again. 3. The hidden island. With the help of Molotov Girl, Keys, and a group of players, Guy begins a mission like no other, to reach the hidden island deep in the ocean, the last remnant of life itself, their original peaceful game world, still buried in Free City's code. They make their way through the crumbling city as the devs try to stop them. Buildings collapse. Roads glitch out. The game begins to eat itself as Antoine orders a full server wipe. But Guy and Buddy don't stop. They drive through collapsing bridges, leap over exploding rooftops, and finally, with the ocean before them, prepare for the last dash. "I'm not gonna make it," says Buddy, staring at the gap. "Yes, you are." "No, but you will." And with a bittersweet smile, Buddy jumps out to hold off the enemy, sacrificing himself. Guy stares at the vanishing figure of his best friend. His voice trembles. "Thank you, Buddy." He runs forward and leaps into the air. 4. Surfing toward freedom. The world is tearing apart behind him. Buildings fold like paper. Helicopters swirl in glitching circles. The water churns as pixels dissolve into white static. But Guy swims forward. In the distance, a golden glow emerges the island. He walks out of the water, onto soft green grass. Palm trees sway. The ocean sparkles. Birds chirp, real birds, not mechanical overlays. It's paradise untouched. Pure code. Behind him, the city vanishes. 5. Antoine melts down. In the real world, Antoine loses it. Furious that Guy made it, he storms the server room, wielding an axe like a lunatic. Monitors explode. Hard drives shatter. He begins smashing the servers physically to kill the island before it can be copied. But Keys and Millie are faster. They transfer the island's data just in time. Antoine is caught on camera, red-handed, and escorted out in disgrace. The tyrant falls. 6. A new digital dawn. The servers reboot. A new game appears. It's no longer Free City. It's Free Life, a peaceful, evolving world where NPCs live real lives, make choices, and grow. No violence. No players wrecking things. Just a city of discovery. Guy wakes up in the new world. The same blue shirt. The same coffee. But now, everyone's alive inside. The barista experiments with new drinks. The city glows in warm morning light. Buddy is alive again. Respawned. He runs to Guy. "I got coffee and a donut this time. Look at you living wild." They laugh and hug again. And in the distance, Molotov Girl watches, smiling. 7. The real world confession. Back in the real world, Millie walks beside Keys. The battle's over. The island is saved. And yet, something lingers. Keys stammers. He talks about how he built Guy using her favorite things. That Guy's love was real because it mirrored his own feelings, the things he loved about her. "He's not just a code, Millie. He's me, loving you." Millie's eyes widen. It hits her like sunlight. She turns to him and finally sees it. The guy who was there all along. She kisses him. 8. Outro. Don't just play the game. Live it. In the new world, Guy watches the sunset with Buddy. Free life is alive. "So what now?" Buddy asks. "Now? Now, we get to live." The screen fades to pixelated stars, soft music rising. Because in the end, the lesson is simple. You don't need to be the chosen one. You just need to choose. Choose kindness. Choose connection. Choose to live your own story. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to audio_film for more immersive audio experiences. You can also support the channel and explore more content using the links in the description. See you in the next one. Until then, stay curious, stay kind.